Hello, my Taurus babies. Shakima here in the building. I just wanted to stop in today to do a reading for my Taurus sun, moon, and rising for the week of the 9th to the 15th of July. Just to sort of give us an insight in terms of the energies that's going to be sort of assisting us in terms of our love and romance for this week. So there's a lot going on energetically. I think it's super, super important to be able to, assist us in navigating through what's to come. So here I am. I am going to be doing a general reading, so it won't resonate with everyone. But if it does resonate with you, then definitely be sure to comment down below. Let me know how you were able to utilize the information and how it's kind of assisted you throughout the week. And if it doesn't resonate, let it dissipate. Okay, let it fall to the wayside. Do be sure to help yourself to another reader here on YouTube. You have access to literally thousands. So good luck with that. If you do like my technique, then definitely be sure to, again, comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe so that you can obviously keep up with the weekly content, and also be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you can stay in the know of every time I upload these awesome videos for you guys. So without further ado, just to sort of give you an insight, I'm going to set the space first and foremost. Okay, so I'm going to get this incense and candle going for us, but I'm going to start off with my tarot spread to give me some insight in terms of the past, present, and future of your love life for you. We'll also be able to pull a romance card for each of the, I guess, different groupings for couples, singles, and especially my situationships for the Taurus. Okay, and we'll also just be closing out the space with an Angel Answers Oracle card to just give it some insight in terms of what to expect for the week, because we're in between eclipse energy at the minute, and this is literally the final week leading up until the next eclipse, which will be a lunar eclipse, which is all about closing out cycles. It's all about emotional closure. So no time like the present to get some insight, right? I'm just gonna wet my throat, guys, because my cords feel tight and I need to be able to project. So bear with me. So we'll go ahead, get the space set, and we'll go straight into it, guys. Awesome stuff. Hope everybody's doing well, by the way. That didn't go too well. Let's have a look-see, guys. What is going to be sort of coming with the situation for you guys? It's clear that it's going to be a bit touch and go, I guess, going into this space. But I'm sure that has a lot to do with you guys' bullish energy. So we'll have a look and see how you guys are doing. I ask that only beings of the purest and highest of vibrations are present to provide me with the insight, clarity, and guidance needed, so that I may be able to relay and convey the divine messages as clearly as possible. I ask that I'm used and utilized as a mediumship vessel to be able to relay and convey these insights and guidance as openly and as clearly as possible. It is so done. Thank you. Ashe. There we go, guys. Second time's the charm. We'll go with that. Okay. Right. So we'll go straight into it, guys. What is the divine guidance for my Taurus babies for the week of the 9th to the 15th? Okay. Right. So for you guys, I can see that you want the traditional relationship. You want the ideals of creating a home, a family. That societal perspective of what a family should be. Mom, dad, children. But I also see that you're confused. It's almost like you want that, but there's a part of you that is focused on being a little bit self. You still have some selfish tendencies that are playing up for this week, and that is probably going to be one of the things that you're going to be working through. I also do see that there is sort of an imbalance in your work and personal life as well. So that may be what the selfishness is about, because obviously you guys are earth energies. There is a tendency to be a little bit materialistic. So the focus may not be on family, and it may be more on the financial setting. So you may not be emotionally available for a relationship, basically, but you are more in the direction of focusing on your financial stability. So let's have a little look and see how that's going to play out for you this week for the 9th to the 15th. What is the divine guidance for my Taurus baby spirit? So for a lot of you guys, I can see that impatience is a part of what you guys are going to be dealing with. Impatience with the situation. You want the traditional, I guess, relationship, but you're not at a place where you're actually ready for a traditional relationship. You fail to see that, and you're actually being really impatient because Spirit's saying, no, beloved, not right now. You're not ready yet. Okay? There's still some cycles that you're closing out before you're able to actually sort of benefit from being in a situation where, you know, you're able to really bask in it. And, you know, we'll be going deeper into it for those of you that are in a couple. So we'll have a look and see. Okay. Right. So, this is going to be a week of practicalities for you guys. You know, you guys are really sort of making your way out of old cycles where you were impractical, where you have been, you know, I guess turned upside down, or at least it's felt like your world has been turned upside down. You're really sort of trying to get back on your own feet. You're trying to stay a little bit more grounded, really sort of putting across that down to earth kind of energy. What I do see is that you're being assertive. You are being a little bit more assertive. You are able to sort of push full steam ahead with the situation. I can see that there will be some wish fulfillment where you are able to regain control of your situation, your circumstances. And it almost does give you an opportunity to have your ego get stroked for a moment throughout this week, because I can see that somebody is prioritizing you. Maybe you're prioritizing the person, or at least you guys are trying to find some sort of common ground where you guys can actually sort of come together and not have to, I guess, juggle so hard with each other's schedules. Okay. What is the divine guidance for my Taurus babies? Well, we've got a past and present. So as far as the past situation, I can see that you did get a new romantic opportunity. There was an opportunity to do things differently in terms of your romance. There was an opportunity for you to, Spirit was literally giving you an opportunity to basically move away from the old ways of doing things and really sort of go into this new place where you're able to basically have things kind of work in your favor, without you having to do too much. It really was an opportunity for new beginnings for you, but at the minute, what I'm seeing for you is that you're emotionally immature. You're not able to take this on board. You're not as open to this prospect as you could potentially be. And I think that for the most part, it's actually you're blocking this opportunity. So you're kind of being a little bit hopeless about the situation, and that's why it isn't manifesting as it needs to. Like, this is actually a really great opportunity for you guys to, I guess, try and do things a little bit more functional, because I can see that it's been chaotic in the past as well, and that was why Spirit was giving you a new opportunity to do things differently. But you're so busy being hung up on the past stuff, you're not really being open to this new potential opportunity that is present before you guys, and you're being emotionally mature about it. It's not even like you're actually being adult about the situation. You're really quite frustrated because it took so long, and this person, you're sort of projecting all of your negativity at this person. They're not learning, and I need them to do this, and I need them to be that, and you're not necessarily realizing that you guys are still going through your cycle of breaking away your old patterns. Everything that you are projecting at them through judgment, saying that they aren't this and they aren't that, you maybe need to take a step back and look at yourself, because from what I know personally myself, when you're sort of, you know, saying or making judgment at a person, it's things that we choose not to accept about ourselves. So if you're saying that they aren't mature enough, the reality is you're actually the one that's being really immature about the situation, and you're not sort of giving them an opportunity to show you exactly how mature they can actually be with the situation, because you're just shutting it down. Okay. What is the outcome for my Taurus babies for the week of the 9th to 15th, Spirit? Okay. So the outcome for you guys is, being closed off. You're being emotionally closed off. You're being overly protected. You're being really quite guarded. And you're being really greedy. That's the best way that I can put it. You're being really greedy. It's all about your materialism. It's almost like if they're not going to be helping you out with your circumstances financially, or if you don't feel like they're bringing anything to the table whatsoever, you're just prepared to cut that shit out. And I think that you see it as you being emotionally mature by being able to be self-protecting and create barriers around your heart. But realistically, all you're actually doing is further delaying the process for you guys, to be fair. You're not doing the relationship any favors by doing so. You feel as though there's been a lot of injustice in the past. It feels as though things haven't necessarily gone your way in terms of this relationship in the past, and you're still holding on to those feelings. But you feel like you're at a place where you're a little bit more emotionally sound to be able to deal with the situation. You're no longer going through the temporary bouts of depression where you're sort of feeling the dips of the shadows, basically, with the relationship. And because of that, because you went through those moments of being emotionally depressed or emotionally unavailable for yourself in terms of the support that you needed, you're now at the place where you're trying to protect yourself because it's become a bit of a coping mechanism for you. It's almost like a defense tactic so that you don't have to allow for yourself to be hurt anymore going forward. But it's actually an immature way to deal with the situation. So just bear that in mind, because there is a better way. You don't have to be so guarded. Do you see what I'm saying? It's more a case of you being able to effectively communicate what it is that you didn't appreciate about the past situation. So maybe that this person can actually learn something from the situation, rather than you just kind of like shutting yourself off to the prospect absolutely outright, when it's clear from the universe that you guys aren't finished with the work that you're doing together, because the universe is giving you an opportunity to do do differently. It's not necessarily a case of, being completely cut off from the situation or finishing up the cycle as such. There's still more work to do. So just be mindful of that. We'll go ahead and get some romance guidance for my singles, couples, and those in situationships. What is the divine guidance for my Taurus in a relationship for the 9th to the 15th? So the advice for you guys is to trust the process. Allow for your playful energy to sort of come through, and know that it is safe to love. It is safe to be vulnerable. It is safe to be open to the person that you are with. It's just a case of making sure that you're able to effectively communicate, what it's going to take for you to feel respected, what it's going to take for you to feel the love, what it's going to take for you to feel the nurturing from this individual. Okay? What is the divine guidance for my Taurus for the week of the 9th to the 15th? Those in a couple spirit. Okay. Yep. For you guys in a couple, it's going to be an opportunity for you to make new on your love life, okay? It's saying new love, but it's talking about the relationship being able to evolve into a new possibility, but you are going to have to make an effort. It's not something that's going to happen overnight for you. You're actually going to have to sort of let this person know that you are potentially open to the prospect of you guys being able to take the relationship to new heights. Maybe rekindle some old romance and get the flame going again. And you sort of need to make an effort to get to know each other where you guys are now, because like I said, we've just had an eclipse energy to sort of close out old cycles. So chances are this person has changed some literally within the last week or two. And you guys are sort of going through a process of getting to know each other all over again. And it's a case of getting to know each other for who you guys are as individuals today, as opposed to some of the, I guess, stupid decisions you guys both made in the past, Because I'm sure that it would be easy to just blame this person and say that they're what's wrong with the relationship. But it takes two. Just as it takes two to make a relationship, it also takes two to break a relationship as well. So just bear that in mind. What is the divine guidance for my Taurus that are single, spirit, for the week of the 9th to the 15th? There you go, guys. For you guys, it's separation time. So you are single because you're calling in your soulmate. So for those of you guys that are single, it's really more or less a case of you sort of trying to be a little bit more open to the process, being a little bit more playful, and being open to expressing romantic feelings. Because like I said, going forward, I can see that you're very guarded. Four of Pentacles in reverse, you know, the foundations that you want to create for yourself, you are restricting yourself too much for that to be able to come into manifestation. So yes, there is separation. This is a great time for you to be on your own, because it's going to give you an opportunity to really be clear on what it is that you are wanting from a person, what it is that you're wanting from a romantic partner. And it's going to give you an opportunity to call in that soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So once you're clear on what it is that you want, you'll be able to really bring into manifestation somebody that is going to assist you in building this solid foundation that you want. And they will want it just as badly as you do, because you've taken the time to be clear with the universe about what it is that you want from this person and why, you know? And it'll make it easier for you to be open to the prospect of this person as well, because you've gone through a process of becoming consciously aware of what this person is bringing to the table and why they're here to serve you in that way. Okay? What is the divine guidance for my single Taurus out there? Okay. So for my, what I should have said is my single Taurus in situationships. So for those of you in situationships, what Spirit is advising is that you need to give the relationship a chance. If you give the relationship a chance, it could sort of lead to greater commitment. It may not necessarily be weddings for everybody that's watching this video, but it may very well lead up to something that is like a common law marriage, you know, somebody that you're able to really build a solid foundation with, somebody that you're really able to grow old with, somebody that you're really able to, I guess, go through the transitions of your evolution with. But first, you kind of have to give the relationship a chance for that to be able to be a factor, because you'll be able to really enjoy and explore the honeymoon period all over again. And it's interesting because at the back of the deck, we've got a honeymoon, and the card that popped out for you guys is wedding. So for some of you guys, there is definitely the prospect of a marriage, some sort of proposal for you guys. So don't be too close off to this prospect. Don't be too close off to your person for those of you in situationships. I know that it hasn't necessarily been ideal over the years or over the few months that you guys have been getting to know each other, but know that this person loves you. They were just in the process of learning how to be able to love you by first understanding more of how they needed to love themselves. And you don't need to be side-eyeing this person, okay? If you have a look, you can see her side-eyeing this guy. You don't need to side-eye them. Like, they're here learning their lessons just as much as you are. And I guess what I would say to you is just understand that they're just as human as you are. You know, it is a case of you waiting for the opportunity, but there's naturally chemistry there with you guys. So don't let that go to waste just because people make mistakes. It does have the opportunity, or does have the potential, I should say, for you guys to sort of rekindle the romance and get even stronger from here. Okay. So we're going to close out the space now with a final angel oracle guidance. And yeah, that's it really. What is the divine guidance for my Taurus babies for the week of the 9th to 15th of July? Well, two things sort of popped up. I saw no twice. So literally, you're being very, very assertive during this week, and you're sort of really closing yourself out with the situation. But we already know that it's coming from a place of immaturity as opposed to a place of you being able to you know, be openly receptive to the beauty that Spirit is trying to create in your romantic life. What Spirit is also saying to you is that it's a no. The way that you're actually dealing with the situation is also a no. Yes, be assertive, but being assertive doesn't mean you need to be aggressive with it. It just means that you need to really sort of nurture your own feelings and really affirm to yourself first and foremost what it is that you require to be able to maintain a functional relationship with yourself first and foremost, and then communicate that to those that are going to be able to impact that in any way around you. Okay, What is the divine guidance for my Taurus babies for the week of the 9th to the 15th of July, Spirit? As clearly as you can, okay? So for you guys, it's not the right time. Right now is not necessarily the right time. Everything that you want, it is potentially there. Spirit is giving you the opportunity to do differently, but now isn't the right time for you to sort of get all of the benefits of the situation all at once. It's going to be coming to you bit by bit. It's going to be sort of trickling itself into you. And now is not necessarily the right time for you to receive everything that you've asked for, but there is the opportunity for you to, you know, receive it over time. If you give it, again, they're saying a year from now is the absolute best time for you to be able to actually reap the benefits of this situation. So I know that that seems like a long wait for those of you that have been dealing with a partner that, you know, it feels like you've already given years or months to the situation, but within a year, you guys will be able to sort of really see how far you guys have come as a collective and see how much growth you guys have both made. But you do need to kind of be assertive with the situation right now. Be assertive in the fact that you do want to continue to get to know this person, and there is a potential for something better for you guys in the future. It's just that right now you guys are sort of going through a bumpy patch to close out old cycles. Okay? Right, I hope that was useful for you guys. As per usual, you know, I am literally just here as a tool to be able to give you guys the divine guidance and insight as it comes through. So if it does resonate, as I said, definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know how you were able to utilize the information for the week of the 9th to 15th. And do be sure to give me a thumbs up, guys. If you didn't like, give me a thumbs down and give me some, I guess, constructive criticism in the comments section below. And do be sure to subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can be kept in the know for when I upload these awesome videos for you guys. As per usual, beloveds, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey. Until next time, my beauties. Mwah. Ashe.